No doubt. No doubt. So I was sitting back and shit, chilling, meditating. You know, this is my song 15 and shit on the Black album. And I'm about to wrap this Black album up. You know, it's getting close to the end, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But one of the things which I wanted to tell people was the niggas is not really on that gangster shit like they be speaking. You know what I mean? Now, what they doing now is they protecting the police and the system. Because those is the niggas who they following. Like I told niggas before, these niggas is not even following themselves. They not following nobody from the black community. They following the police. Now, do you think the police would tell you the proper way to run a drug organization when these people was the same ones kicking in doors, raiding niggas who running drugs? No. They gonna tell you how to run your shit and make it easier for them to raid you and keep your ass in line and keep you operating a certain way. Now, I was watching YouTube, and there was a cop on YouTube talking about, he was talking about the proper way to run a drug business, talking about people bring too much attention to their drug organizations. The murders bring too much attention to people running drugs and shit. So you telling me if I didn't murder people, I could sell dope? Yeah, for how long? Until you and your people get tired of me, motherfucker. So they gonna tell you. So this is what I was going when I was saying the police want people letting the police run their businesses and run their families and shit. So do you think a cop would tell you the proper way to run a drug business? And if you pay attention, the police is really running niggas' businesses. You know what I mean? They telling niggas how to do it. What's going on is the niggas is stupid for even listening to these motherfuckers. So when you say something contrary to the police, the police get a black who's similarly minded to you to say that which is in line with their way of thinking. And that's what's going on now with me and my family. Yeah, I mean, they want to put a nigga at the head of my household who thinks similar to their way of thinking. So that even though they not actually physically in a position to run my family, they running my family because their way of thinking is in power. Now, only thing I tell people is to stand, like, you got niggas kicking it with cops, right? Now, I tell niggas, stand it to the cops. Well, if this cop is cool with this cop and this cop is violating black civil rights, then why don't you set up this cop that's cool with him? You don't do it like that. Yeah, I mean, now I explained to a nigga on a lot of shit that I write, like a lot of shit that I posted like within this past 24 hours is bullshit. But one thing that I said was, I told a nigga like, you know, John Lewis, like that, and that's what a lot of them motherfuckers do. They all speak about John Lewis. John Lewis this, John Lewis that. It's as if you say like you get certification, or like if I was to go up to Brooklyn and I was to say Jay-Z name, that's like I'm looking for validation and certification that I'm official because I speak this nigga name and I'm supposed to, and it's like they actually, when they speak his name, it's like when they speak Martin Luther King name. They actually run his name through the fucking mud when they speak his name, you know what I'm saying? And it's saying, and when they do it, it's like saying John Lewis thought this way. This is the way John Lewis think. I said his name, I'm official. This is the way he think, but it's actually not. John Lewis wanted niggas voting rights and people to be recognized as equal citizens. So when you got a politician up there who recognize life sentences as constitutional, who recognize that word life, liberty, and all that shit as a dual operating clause, when they say life in the 5th and 14th Amendments, when they recognize that as a dual operating clause, then they say John Lewis' name, they dragging John Lewis' name through the mud. And when I looked at John Lewis' Instagram page, he had a hashtag good trouble. Now, how the fuck is setting up crooked police, snitching on crooked police, walking up in the FBI office, reporting corrupt police not getting into good trouble? How the fuck is citizen arresting corrupt police not good trouble? That is all good trouble. That is more in line with John Lewis's way of thinking than anybody else's. You know damn well if John Lewis had the means in the army to do it, he would have arrested every last one of the corrupt cops who was beating on him and his other fellow marchers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's good trouble. It's not good trouble to attack a nigga and try to get a nigga to operate the way that y'all operating. I don't want to operate the way y'all operating. I don't want to be on the same page with y'all because I don't like the way y'all fucking think. Number one. And number two is my shit. You not gonna control me and make me get on the page with you, nigga, when I'm the head, nigga. I'm gonna control you and make you get on the page with me. That's the way the head operate. The head don't follow, motherfucker. Now, if you want to be the head, go do the work. And I could tell you 20 more things that y'all motherfuckers could do that them politicians that y'all voting for ain't gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact they ain't gonna let them all the motherfuckers out with life sentences. You know why? Them is some of the worst of the worst. They mass murderers. They mass rapists. If you let all the motherfuckers out, what you got on your hands is the community is already plagued with violence. You don't let a bunch of, that's like throwing gasoline on a goddamn fire. You don't do no shit like that. Then what's going to happen? More people going to get raped. It's going to be more pedophilia. It's going to be more robberies. It's going to be more murders. I know this. They know this. But it's something that got to be done, right? But they don't want to do it because they don't want to go through the trouble. Nor do their constituents want to go through the trouble. You got to understand this. Those working unions that back those politicians, they don't want them motherfuckers raping their kids, robbing their selves and shit, killing their relatives. You know what I mean? Everybody talk that black unite. Like I said before, man, it's only one, like in my city, it's only one motherfucker they attacking. They ain't attacking no police or nothing. Everybody living their life. Everybody enjoying life. But when it comes to attacking Ronald, we'll do that. But when it comes to walking up in the FBI office, reporting y'all little friends, them little crooked ass cops that y'all friends with, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean? And they might not never get reported till them niggas done having they run and they fun. That same shit Frank Lucas and all them was doing though. All them niggas was fucking with cops. You got Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky. He was talking about he is being tipped off about raids that's coming in advance. How the fuck is you being tipped off about a raid that's coming in advance unless you fucking with somebody within the system? Okay then. So who they want in power? The people that think like that. And I tell you the truth. If I was to do no violence and was to stay low key, they'd get rid of me eventually. One where either they gonna hit me with tax evasion and get rid of me. I might not go down for selling dope. I go down for money laundering and tax evasion. So why not set up citizen arrest a crooked cop? Why not go up in there and snitch on a crooked cop? Whether you crooked and corrupt by dealing with me or you crooked and corrupt by dealing with others, you still need to go down. Because at the end of the day, nigga, you gonna do everything to take me down. There's probably some niggas over time in history and some niggas out there now who could sell dope and get away with it. And you know what? He don't snitch on the system because he one of the good ones that got away with it. Like Charles Cosby. All of them. So what ended up happening? Somebody else who they perceive to be a bitch-ass fuck nigga got to bear the burden. Somebody got to go down for all that dope that's flooding these communities. So who they put the shit on? Somebody. But the niggas still associate with these niggas. It's similar if you really on some United nigga shit or whatever the fuck they on, or some advanced nigga shit, or you know niggas want to know about this, and this. If you really on that advancing the black race, uplifting the black race, whatever. Then you'll crack down on them cops, man. I don't give a fuck where you go, who you speak to. They all say the same thing. The police and the system is the problem. You can speak to a nigga in the system, they gonna say the other niggas in the system is the problem. Well, if the other niggas in the system is the problem, why ain't you snitching on taking them down? Huh? That's the $1 million question on who the fuck want to be a millionaire. And even when you look at Washington, you can look at the Democrats and Republicans. One group go say that this group the problem, the other group go say that this group the problem. But yet nobody getting stitched on and going down. Like I said before, it's extremely easy nowadays to get a quid pro quo on a lot of motherfuckers. Who voting for these niggas? Who backing these niggas? One thing they show you on TV is, and Bernie Sanders and all them, we getting backed by the common American. Shit, I don't know when the last time you checked, but the last time I checked, the common American was a motherfucker like who friends with pedophiles, who friends with robbers, who friends with other civil rights violating motherfuckers. The common American is friends with police who don't do their job properly. Police that's friends with other cops that violate people's civil rights. Police that refuse to arrest their friends that violate civil rights, even when the law says if you got knowledge of a crime being committed and you're a law enforcement officer, you're supposed to enforce the law against the motherfucker that committed that crime. Well, they don't do shit because them they friends and shit. So what do the common American, what is the common American? The working American, the working class American. That's the common American. The nurse that belonged to the nursing union, the teacher that belonged to the teacher union. We seen on TV the other day, I think it was down in Arkansas or somewhere, the boy got beat up by the cop. The teachers ain't do shit. But under the law, whenever you got a knowledge of a child being attacked and assaulted, you got to report it and you're supposed to intervene, especially as a teacher. But they ain't do shit because it was who doing it? They friends, the corrupt police committing the act. So what is the common American? Who the fuck is you appealing to? The common American? That's the common American for me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're appealing to. That's why ain't shit getting done. And they play shit and they want to play these games for niggas. I tell them, man, I'm not playing that shit with y'all. I'm not playing. It's an unending supply of people to attack Ronald. You can't get these niggas, and they ain't even got to shoot the police. All they got to do is walk up in the FBI office. Or, you know what I mean? You can't even get these niggas to walk up in the FBI office and report a corrupt cop unless it's something in it for them and their friends. They ain't doing it just because it's the right thing to do. It'd be like, I go report this cop, I see this cop go down, but my people go take his spot, his place. Or me and my niggas, people go take their place, and now we about to set up shop and have our fun and run like that cop and his niggas had their fun and run. That's the only thing they doing. These niggas ain't doing shit to help the people. Like I said, I've done more in the past 7 days. I could keep saying it. And it always be true and relevant. I've done more in the past 7 days to help the black race than a lot of motherfuckers did in their entire life. You know what I mean? And that's just what that be. But you know, what they got going on now is this shit where they want Ronald to talk, Ronald. Well, we want to know all about this, and this, and this, and this. No, you don't. You want to know about what fits your way of thinking. And what they doing now, they actually, they know what they doing, but they actually covering and cleaning it up for a lot of corrupt people. Like I said, they protecting the Ku Klux Klan. If you do A, knowing that when you do A, Ronald go do B, and you know Ronald go do B, and B consists of Ronald backing the Ku Klux Klan, pulling the FBI off of him, then you shouldn't do A. But yet you do A anyway, knowing Ronald go do B. So you protecting the Ku Klux Klan, not Ronald. Ronald ain't the sellout ass house nigga for backing the Ku Klux Klan. You the sellout ass house nigga for doing A, forcing Ronald's hand to do B. Well, Ronald, you ain't got to do B. Yes, I do, because I got to take a stand against your corrupt bitch ass too. Because I got to make it equal and even and just. That's what it means when I say the one, I say the all. If I'm to rebuild what I destroyed, I would certainly be amongst the transgressors. Now, I just destroyed these Ku Klux Klan for engaging in these behaviors, but you expected me to turn my head while you engage in them? No, I got to go to war with you also. And that's the way it's supposed to be. But when you do it like that, you make enemies. Yeah, you could take him down if me and my people could fill the spot, the void. And that's all that's going on. And I'm going to hit y'all with the last album, the last song to this Black album, a little later.